Hello, everyone. I am going to be speaking about the automated marketing campaign strategy. My team members are Ishan, Faraz, Shubham, and myself. I will be going through the segmentation, buyer persona, and smart goal. Faraz will be speaking about the buyer journey, ideal customer profile, and lead management. Shubham will be covering the landing page, A/B testing, and email workflow. Ishan will be speaking about the KPIs, reporting and analysis, and recommendations. Next slide. Segmentation. So we will be targeting the international aspirants. It consists of demographic, psychographic, geographic, and behavioral segmentation, including both male and female, ranging from 25 to 35 years, having a minimum of bachelor's degree, who are open to change, respectful of different cultures, and are looking for an opportunity to advance in their career. Next slide, please. Buyer persona. We have also created a persona. Rohit Dhawan is 26 years old and has a bachelor's degree with 3 years of work experience as a sales representative. He is seeking for advancement and development in his career. He wants to work in the marketing field and is also looking for an opportunity to learn about the subject along with the practical knowledge. His pain points are his monotonous work life and lack of opportunities. He also finds it difficult to choose the right college in Canada. He also lacks international exposure and wishes to study abroad. Next slide. SMART goal. SMART stands for specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time bound. The goal is to convert the leads into actual students with at least 10% conversion rate and move them into next stage to help increase the number of students in the GBC strategic relationship marketing program, thus improving revenue generated for GBC in the marketing campaign. Now Faraz will be speaking about the buyer buyer journey. Thank you.
Thank you, Jamila. Yeah, going into the buyer journey, we had a few questions to evaluate current buyer journey. The first one was, what is the lead thinking or feeling? Next was, what are the lead's actions? What or where is the lead researching? What GBC content is the lead interacting with, and how will we move the lead along his or her journey with us in mind? Um, the journey map starts with awareness, where the lead is in the discovery and problem realization stage. Then they will go to engagement when they do their research and bring inquiry as the very key point. Next is consideration, which includes comparing the options and making a short list and should end up with application submission. And finally, conversion, when the lead will accept the offer and pay the tuition fees. Ideal customer profile. So in this marketing campaign, we target international students who are 24 to 34 old with at least a bachelor's degree and a few years of work experience. To be specific, our buyer persona is a 26-year-old male from India who has been working as a sales representative in the past 3 years. He seeks growth and self-development in his career. He's aspiring to be a marketer and is looking for a course that provides him with the knowledge in the field of marketing along with practical work experience to redirect his career. Lead management. We had two checklists, one MQL and one SQL, with total of 53 and 60 respectively. Our goal was just to convert SQL checklist. 60% of our lead had the minimum MQL points. 80% of them had SQL points, and 10% conversion rate was the goal. Our campaign strategy was international aspirants conversion campaign, where the email campaign is targeted particularly towards Indian students who has applied to study in GPC B409 course. Once the student has qualified the SQL checklist, they receive 4 automated emails along with the payment link and featured advantages of opting for GPC and alumni testimonials. This is trigger email with congratulations, welcome to George Brown College in the subject line. Testimonial email which has get inspired from GPC alumni in the subject. Learn to grow email, and the final reminder to enroll at George Brown College. Now I pass it on to Shubham to continue.
Thank you Faraz for walking us through the buyer journey, ideal customer profile, and lead management strategy. Now let's look how the landing page will look like. A landing page whole sole and purpose is to move the prospects down a sales funnel. It's designed and optimized to convert interested prospects into students. Our landing page is a single web page sharing all the necessary information required for a student to access. The landing page has a message from the dean, tools which can be learned at GPC, testimonial from the alumni, and a breakdown of fee structure. The landing page also has a CTA, Pay Now, which will allow students to pay their fees through the website. Next slide, please. A/B testing lets you test 2 versions of an email and measure the difference in performance. We do this by sending one version to one group and another version to another group. We conducted an A/B test to compare 2 versions of the subject line for the email marketing campaign to find out which performed better. The control version of the campaign is congratulations, welcome to George Brown College, while the test version is greeting, welcome to George Brown College. The notion before conducting the A/B testing was that the control version will outperform the test version. We expected the word congratulations to perform better and have better open rates than the word greeting. Next slide, please. The results were as expected, as the control version performed better than the test version by 22.86%. Through the result, we can concretely say that the use of word congratulations has a more positive effect and leads to better open rate. Next slide, please. It's important to have a correct structure and a flow to an automated email campaign. We have 4 emails in total to convert a prospecting student to an actual student, whereas payment of the fees is counted as a conversion. As seen in the workflow, we have a 10-day buffer between each of the mails for student to evaluate and go through the information. We started with a welcome email and then sent out a testimonial mail, followed by features and certification mail, and finally ended with a reminder mail which is sent 10 days before the deadline. Now, Ishan will walk you through the KPIs, reporting analysis, and also the recommendations.
Thank you, Shubham. Moving on to KPIs. The KPIs we have chosen for this project are open rate, click-through rate, and unsubscribe rate. We also have the KPI values of the education industry for reference. Next. Moving on to reporting and analysis. With the help of HubSpot, we have created this data table to analyze the performance of our campaign. Next slide. After the A/B test was done, we sent out the first mail to all our contacts, which had an open rate of 42.1% and a click-through rate of 7%. After a gap of 10 days, the second mail was sent, which had an open rate of 40%, which was 2.1% lesser than the first. Since the campaign is not entirely complete, it is best to wait for it to end to completely evaluate the campaign. Next slide. Moving on to recommendations. As per our findings, we have made a few recommendations to strengthen the campaign. We recommend the use of the word congratulations in all our future trigger mails as per the result of our A/B tests. As 3/4 of our engagement was done through a cell phone, we recommend optimizing the website for the mobile devices. Since the first 24 hours of sending mails had maximum engagement, We recommend having the website and payment links free of glitches for smoother operation. And lastly, we recommend sending just 3 mails instead of 4 for our future campaigns, since we observed a drop in our engagement between the first 2 mails. Thank you. That's it from our side. And thank you for being a part of this presentation.